Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So I decided to make a YouTube channel to motivate me to get out of bed, I'll be honest. And second of all, it's to raise awareness about what I'm going through living with cancer. A bit about myself. I'm now 29 and I was diagnosed when I was 25 years old with a rare form of cancer called sarcoma. I found a lump on my leg which was about the size of my hand. I never noticed it before. I was literally in the bath. I remember sitting in the bath like this and I was just sat there and I just felt my legs like that and I thought, what's that? And basically it was like a hard lump that I couldn't move. It was actually this big. It was on the back of my leg and it wasn't on the other side of my leg. So I was thinking, what the hell is that? And I remember I googled straight away hard lump on leg and I literally seen it and it was like malignant, sarcoma, cancer, and there was this big red image and I was thinking, it can't be that, like I'm too young, sorry. And then I clicked off it. And I literally did ring the GP the following day and it just went downhill from that really. But anyway, I'm going to tell my story, raise awareness and hopefully give people a bit of positivity knowing that you can actually live with cancer, even though it's really hard. I got married at 24. I got engaged and unfortunately my dad fell really ill. So me and my fiance at the time decided to get married so he can see, because he didn't have long left. So we decided to have a small registry wedding in the registry office. And I remember my dad couldn't be there. Set up like FaceTime for him so he could see. And I remember my neighbour came round and was holding the iPad to show him me getting married. And then we ended up just going back home, seeing my dad. He was so happy, he was crying. He was like, it's just an amazing thing that he could be there. So we actually were going to, me and my husband, we were going to have this amazing Indian wedding. But I got diagnosed with cancer and it was a horrible diagnosis. It was spread to my lungs, stage 4, incurable, and I'm still fighting it and I'm still in treatment. So the last thing on our minds was actually to get married, and there was one point where I was really poorly and treatment wasn't working, which I'll discuss later. So that was actually the last thing on our minds to do. We still haven't done that yet. Hopefully it's in the future. It's literally my dream to have a wedding. So fingers crossed that's in our future. So I used to work as an estate agent and right now I'm a stay-at-home dog mum. That's what I like to call myself. And I do miss work so much. It was literally my passion. I love meeting new people. I'm a people person, so I'll just talk for hours. Well, I could talk for hours with people and make friends, and I really enjoyed it. Hopefully in the future again I get back to that. But yeah, right now I am on treatment and it is so hard. I think some days I make it look easy, but actually it's so hard to get out of bed. I literally have to have something planned. So today I'm going to look after my godson while his brother is performing in a nativity and his mum is going to see him. So I'm really excited for some pictures. And then I'm just gonna come back home and wait for Ankush to finish work and then we'll just watch a movie, and that's really what I do with my days now. So the treatment that I'm on is a clinical trial and it's basically I take a tablet and it's 2 weeks on the tablet and then it's a 1 week break, and then within that break I feel amazing. But within the 2 weeks, the first week I'm fine, the second week it's so draining. I'm on my second week right now basically there's lots of vomiting, lots of diarrhea, tiredness, extreme fatigue. I'm also getting really bad anxiety. It's just really hard living with cancer because you think that any slight thing that's wrong with you, what if it's that, what if it's that? I remember before I got diagnosed, I actually had a slight cough, and I remember being with my friends, coughing, and they thought it was COVID because I got diagnosed in 2020. So I remember our friends being like, oh, go away, don't give it to me, kind of thing. And I was thinking, I don't feel ill. It was just a cough. And I remember I was at work and we all got put on furlough. And then there was only a few people that were coming in back into the office to be reintroduced. And there was me on the letting side, one person from sales, and the branch manager, I think, I can't remember. And then basically I was coughing and there was only 3 people in the office and they were saying, like, you need to get tested for COVID. And I was thinking, okay, like, I'll get tested because it was quite serious back then and I didn't want to be in the office with 2 other people. And if I did have COVID, I didn't want to pass it to them. So I was also worried because I was the only person in on my department. So I was looking after my department and I didn't want to be off because at that time there was like, I think it was like 40 hours before your test came back. So anyway, I finished work, I drove to the test centre, I got tested, I come back home and I told the area manager, this is what's happening, I've got a cough, I might have COVID, I might not be in tomorrow. Anyway, I got a text straight away in the morning at 7 o'clock saying I was clear, I didn't have COVID. So I ended up going to work, I didn't have any time off. I went to work and I was still coughing and I was thinking, what's wrong with me? And this was before I found the lump. So once I found the lump, I actually didn't put 2 and 2 together with the cough and things like that. And I remember going on holiday to Italy with a few friends and my husband and my sister-in-law. So we went to Italy, had such a great time. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, what is this lump? And I had an ultrasound booked literally as soon as I landed. I ended up speaking to my friend on holiday and she was saying, like, what if the cough's related? Like, what if it's cancerous and it's spread? And I was thinking, oh my God, please don't say that, that's so scary. But that was the case and I didn't know. So if anyone has a cough, and that cough lasted a long time, it was about 5 months. If anyone has a cough for more than 3 weeks, I think they say you have to get it checked, like, seriously, because I think if I'd got the cough checked and if I got lung scans, I might have been able to find that lump sooner. Like, they might have done a full body scan kind of. But obviously I didn't know that, I didn't pursue it. But that's another thing that people can do to try and spot the early signs of cancer if you haven't found a lump. Yeah, so that's me, and I will be hopefully doing videos every week. That's something that I want to do for myself, to motivate myself and also to raise awareness. And I do think that people like to hear my stories and, yeah, just about me, and I'm not camera shy. So see you soon.